People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People of 7 on Twitter and YouTube, people are elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com. My soaps, Purple Butterfly Soaps, can be located at people.etsy.com. My t-shirt designs, purplebutterfly-people.tmail.com. And I'm about to make Midnight Waters soap. Yeah. Let me make sure I got the right gloves on. There's the L in there. So that means these are the large. A lot of times when you get gloves like these, the only way you can tell what size they are is by trying them on or by remembering what size that you were going for. Well, I happen to know that on the inside, right about here, it's got a little mark that tells what size it is. So that's how come I turned it inside out right there. Okay, my daughter's sending me a message, but I'm in the middle of something right now, so I'll answer that later. In the meantime, back to live water from where I had it hid. And there was a couple of particles that was in my lye crystals, which is one of the reasons I always strain my lye. That is just a good practice. I'm at 69 degrees. It's really cooled off. I had it in the window over there by the had it in the window sill actually. So since it's cold outside, yeah. And the lye is much cooler than my oils, which are at 98.9. But as long as everything's under 100 degrees, it shouldn't accelerate. The fragrance oil accelerates slightly as it is, which is why I made a larger batch, because if I had made a 48-ounce batch with a slight acceleration, you know, that translates to it might decide to accelerate very quickly with it being a smaller batch. Larger batch, more oil distribution, more volume, less acceleration. Now I remember why I got a different stick blender. This has a lot of pull and suction. What you think about it, for a appliance that's 30 years old, that's not bad. But it can be annoying. Now let me tilt this. And I had the big, okay, there we go. Well, that's why doing that in the sink is never a good idea, because the sink has a slight slant. So you look up and the sink goes like this, and we try to balance something, it doesn't quite work out all the time. Anyway, oh, hold on. Gotta put my guard down. I don't have a mask on for a simple fact that I mixed the lye water up a long time ago, and the mask is only needed when you're making the lye water fresh because of the fumes that comes off of the lye when it hits the water. Well, this has been stirred and everything. Yeah, it's a good thing I did strain that. There's a couple of chunks in there. So that gets to sit there. Get this started. I hear the emulsification quick. And I'm going for a light trace. This recipe consists of lard, rice bran oil, coconut oil, canola oil, sunflower oil, turquoise green by Tara, seafoam green by Tara, cotton candy pink by Tara, and Caribbean blue by Brambleberry. That's for my educational knowledge, so that way if I ever make this again, I'll know exactly what to do without having to search out the recipe card, because I have several recipe books like this, you know, notepads that I wrote stuff down on, and 3 of them are missing. And at some point in time, they'll show up because I'm the only one that, you know, wrote it down, but still. Okay, let's hit this with the high. Now I know why we don't use this one anymore. High always has an issue. Yeah, there we go. That's a thick emulsion. Not quite trace, but I don't need to be trace. What I need is to add all of these colorants in it. So let's do that. Alrighty then. Oh, I'm going to need the cotton candy first, because it's going to have the highest amount. I keep forgetting that tilts. So let's put it someplace that won't tilt. There we go. Yeah, that should be it. Now this I can put in the sink, because even with the slant it ain't gonna matter. It doesn't topple. Well, they're starting to thicken up, so before it gets too far into trace, let's get these all poured in here. And now we're going to take this and pour the rest of it. Oh, my God, it's getting tight. I suppose it would help if you could see what I'm doing, huh? Let me move a few things out of my way. There we go. It always kills me how much of the soap batter be on the edges of the pan, the bowl. It's like if you just pour something and just assume that if you don't scrape it, it's okay, you end up losing a lot of your soap batter because of the simple fact that there's ounces in there, you know. Okay, let's get these stirred up. Actually, I should have did the pink first. Yeah. Let's hope the really blue doesn't affect the pink effect. Let's make sure of that. towel there. Fingers away from the blade. And we'll just clean all that extra up. You're supposed to always do the light color first, so that way the darker colors don't take over when you add. But I didn't do that, as you plainly see. There we go. Pink is still pink without the traces of the other colors. There we go. Now if it tilts, it ain't gonna matter because it's in the sink. Now the soap pot. Going to pour the colors in here in the style of a, well, not quite in the pot swirl, just edges. Well, actually you can't see it that way, huh? So we'll put this here. We'll move this. And then we'll come over here. Actually, I want pink in between each rung. This is accelerating a bit. If I don't do it quickly enough, it ain't gonna matter. Put pink in between each. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. More pink. Caribbean blue. Pink. One of the greens, there's either turquoise or seafoam. Moving too quick to be picky about it. Because we're accelerating and I want to get, you know, at least one layer of the colors in before that happens. Yeah. I'll get this started right quick. Try to keep that loose. I did that without the pink in the middle. There we go. It just looked really, really weird later if someone actually picks up on it, but because of the way this swirl is going to go, it's not going to really matter. Oh, what's cool. I'm going to dig it in. Okay. And that needs to be stirred because it's thickening up. Pink. Blue. Some of that's getting through, but it's not going to matter. And then green. And then we're going to take this Zigzag it into the mode. Yeah. At least that's the intent. Yeah, let's move you all backwards. That's not a zigzag, it's thickening up way too fast for me to continue, so I'm just going to pour it in here. Drop swirl style. I did manage to squiggle some of it in the zigzag type formation, but not enough to, you know, actually call a zigzag swirl. And now you know why I use 2 gloves, because, yeah, it's all over my fingers. Okay, where's my major spatula? Where is it? Where was it? That's what I want. There we go. Let me show this to you right quick if I can. See all the colors. It's not turning to mud, so it's still going to look nice. Some of it, because of the pink and the green and the blue, is looking a little purple. That's kind of cool. Now the other colors, I'm just going to kind of layer. And I'm not going to use the I'm not going to use the hold on, let me get the thought back. I'm not going to use the swirl tool, or hanger tool rather. It's just going to go in here the way it goes in here. Not a hanger swirl, it's barely a zigzag swirl. I'm just getting it in here at the moment because, well, it's thickening up very quickly. So I'm just getting as much of it in here as possible. And the way I'm scraping it is not going to muddy up, but it is blending a little bit, so that way it's going to give a real fun effect. Now in the meantime, I'm going to take and scrape all these in here. And we're going to go with the pink. Actually, the pink was an afterthought, but this is really looking amazing with it. Especially with the turquoise blue, well, turquoise green rather, and the seafoam green, the Caribbean blue, and cotton candy pink. I mean, it even sounds pretty. Okay, that's the last of that. Let's come over here with the green. That's already solidified. Oh man, that's, well, let's just plop it in. And Tara's micas is one of the few micas where you can actually see the shimmer in the soap while it's in the mold. Now when it dries, hopefully it'll still have that shimmer. I've had so many micas look real pretty when you're mixing it up, and then you get to the finished soap, cut it, and it's just flat, which is usually frustrating. But yeah, I'm not real sure who the vendor Tara got these from, but I'm gonna make real sure I order more. Yeah, because this is very vibrant. Okay, now, excuse me, time to be rude. Warning, noise. Can't say I didn't warn you. Okay, let's take it with the blue first. Seventy-eight degrees, and it's becoming very solid very quickly. My hands are cramping, and my back is getting tight. I'm apparently exhausted, but I can't stop right now. This is not a stopping place.